2-sum. Did you know the 2-sum problem is one of the most frequently asked questions in interviews at companies like Google, Amazon, and Meta? It's a classic from the Pattern Mastery 100 list, and over 30% of candidates stumble here, not because it's hard, but because it tests how you think under pressure. If you can master 2-sum, you'll unlock a pattern used in dozens of top tech interview questions. So, let's crack it together. Let's break down the 2-sum problem. We're given an array of integers called nums and a target integer called target. Our job is to find the indices of two numbers in nums that add up exactly to target. Each input will have exactly one solution, and we can't use the same element twice. Let's assess what's tricky here. A brute force solution would check every pair, (n² time complexity. That's too slow for big arrays. We need something faster. Here's a key insight. As we scan the array, we can use a hash map to record the numbers we've seen so far and instantly check if the complement, target minus current number, is already present. That gives us (on) time and (on) space. Now, let's structure our approach. We'll create an empty dictionary to store numbers and their indices. As we loop through the array, for each number, we'll compute its complement. If that complement is already in the dictionary, we return the pair of indices. If not, we add the current number and its index to the dictionary.
Let's try to implement it using solution 1. Here we're defining a blueprint called solution. Think of it like creating a toolbox where we'll store our function. This line creates a function named 2-sum. It takes a list of numbers called nums and a number called target. Our goal: find two numbers inside nums that add up to target. We start by setting up an empty dictionary, basically a super fast lookup table. It will let us quickly check. Have we seen this number before? Creating the dictionary is 01. Now we loop over the list once, getting both the position, I, and the value, nom, each time. This lets us build our lookup table. Time complexity. This loop runs through all elements, so it's (on). For each number, we store it in the dictionary with its index. It's like saying, if you ever need this number later, here's exactly where I found it. Dictionary assignment is 01. And now we move on. We start a second loop through the list. Now that our lookup table is ready, we'll use it to find the matching pair. Again, this loop is (on). Here we calculate the complement, the number needed to reach the target. Example: if the target is 10 and we're looking at 6, the complement is 4. This line checks two things. Is the complement in our dictionary? Is it not the same index we're currently looking at? Because we can't use the same number twice. Dictionary lookups are 01, so this is super fast. If both conditions are true, boom, we found our pair. We return the two indices that add up to the target. And that's how this algorithm works. It first builds a fast dictionary mapping each number to its index, then loops again to check which number pairs add up to the target using constant time lookups. Efficient, simple, and elegant. Check. Now let's walk through the verification step. This is where we show that the solution actually works with a real test case. We plug in the array. Nums equals 2, 7, 11, 15, target equals 9. Here, each number represents a candidate value, and we're searching for two of them whose sum equals the target. Our solution scans the array, keeping track of what we've seen so far. At index 0, we see 2. We need 7 to reach the target, because 9 minus 2 equals 7. It's not yet in our map, so we store 2 and move on. At index 1, we see 7. We check. Do we already have its complement, 2? Yes, and it came from index 0. So the pair, 2 and 7, sums to our target 9, giving the output 0, 1. The actual output is 0, 1, and it perfectly matches the expected result, 0, 1. That confirms the algorithm is behaving exactly as intended. Now let's try another implement approach using solution 2. Here we're creating a container called solution. Think of it like opening a folder where our function will live. This defines our function 2-sum. It takes a list of numbers called nums and a desired total called target. Our mission: find two numbers inside the list that add up to that target. We start with an empty dictionary, This will become our memory bank, where we remember numbers we've already seen and the positions where we saw them. Creating this is O1. Now we loop through the list one item at a time. I is the index, and num is the actual number at that index. This loop will touch each element once, so its time complexity is On. Here we figure out what number we need to pair with the current number in order to reach the target. If the target is 9 and the number is 4, we calculate that we need a 5. Simple subtraction. This line asks, have we already seen the number that completes the pair? Because we're using a dictionary, this check is blazing fast, one time. If the complement is in our dictionary, we immediately return the two matching indices. The first index is where we saw the complement earlier, and the second is the current index. That means we found our solution. If the complement wasn't found, we store the current number in our dictionary along with its index. It's like saying, I'll save this number in case it helps to form a pair later. This operation is also O1, and that's how this algorithm works. It first creates a dictionary to remember the numbers it has seen, then checks each new number to see whether it completes a pair that adds up to the target. Efficient, simple, and elegant. Check. Let's run through this second test case to confirm the solution behaves correctly. We're given nums equals 3, 2, 4, target equals 6. Each element is a potential part of the pair we want, and we're again searching for two numbers that add up to the target. Here's how the solution processes it. At index 0, the number is 3. We would need another 3 to reach the target. 6 minus 3 equals 3. That complement isn't in our map yet, so we store 3 and continue. At index 1, we see 2. Now we need 4. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Not in our map yet. Keep going. At index 2, the number is 4. This time, the complement is 2, and we already saw it at index 1. Perfect. That gives us the valid pair. So the solution returns 1, 2. The output, 1, 2, matches the expected 1, 2, confirming the implementation is solid and handles this scenario exactly as intended.
Let's have a quick recap. Breakdown recap. In this challenge, we were given a list of numbers and a target value, and our goal was to find the two numbers that add up exactly to that target. It's one of the simplest yet most iconic interview problems because it tests how you connect logic with precision, not just how you write code. Assess recap. We explored different ways to solve it and saw that brute force, while straightforward, is too slow for large inputs. The real breakthrough came from realizing we could use a hash map to keep track of numbers we've already seen and quickly check for their complements. That insight transformed the problem from quadratic time to linear time. Structure recap. Our logical plan was simple. Loop through the numbers, calculate each number's complement, and see if that complement has already appeared. If it has, we found our pair. If not, we store the current number and keep going. A clean, step-by-step flow built on efficient lookups. Implement recap. As we coded, the process came to life exactly as planned. We tracked numbers in real time, checked complements on the fly, and watched how the logic naturally identified the correct pair. It was a perfect example of turning algorithmic reasoning into an elegant, working solution. Check recap. When we ran our test case, everything lined up. The indices, 0, 1, appeared exactly as expected. That confirmed the logic worked and that our hash map strategy performed efficiently, delivering a precise ON solution with minimal space overhead. Closing insight. The two-sum problem is a reminder that simplicity can hide depth. It's not about complex math, it's about using the right tools to think smarter, not harder. Once you master this pattern, you'll recognize it everywhere. A foundational skill for building faster, cleaner, and more confident solutions in every interview.